Hello everyone! So today I want to talk about a subject that I wanted to talk about for a very long time, and that is because over the years I stopped buying a lot of things that are, I guess, very mainstream things to buy. That's not only because of minimalism. I mean, I was influenced by minimalism and the thoughts, the philosophy of minimalism as well. It has started even before I heard about this word minimalism, because there will be other categories of products that I will be talking about that I mainly stopped buying because they contain excessive ingredients, or they are not natural, or they just have a cheaper and more natural replacement that works perfectly good, and it's better for you and better for the environment as well. I divided the things that I stopped buying into 3 categories, and these are household, beauty, and food. And let me just tell you about how I usually think about what I buy. If there is a more natural solution with less ingredients, then I will be buying that. Ingredients that are harmful or not beneficial to me or to my environment, then those I choose not to buy. There are obviously softer categories, products that you cannot judge on what they are made of necessarily. Rather, you choose by what you want. At these categories, I'm really trying to think long and hard about, is this product really gonna bring happiness to me on the long term? Because on the short term, a lot of things can be desirable, but on the longer term, you will find out that they are not really needed or necessary at all. So these are the 2 main roles that I'm always taking. And let's just get into the stuff that I don't buy anymore. The first category is household. I have by the way listed all the things that I don't buy anymore here because I had to think about them, because some of the things I don't use for 2 or 3 years and they don't always come to me because I'm used to the fact that I'm not buying them anymore. So in the household category, I don't buy the traditional cleaning supplies. Most of them can be replaced by baking soda and vinegar, and if you want to add a nice scent to them, then you can use essential oils. I buy, however, dishwashing liquid, but always the one with the most simple ingredients, non-scented, nothing, just the most basic one. Another cleaning supply would be technically detergent to wash your clothes. I don't buy that, however, either. Thankfully, I found another solution to that as well. They are the so-called soap nuts. They sound weird, but these are basically nuts from a plant. So, and these soap nuts have the quality of being able to wash your clothes. You can read about them online. I just brought some here to show you. If you haven't heard of them or haven't seen one, they really look like just a walnut, I guess. They are very similar looking. And yeah, they can be placed into a little bag made of linen or cotton. I don't really know. And you just throw them in with your clothes. It is even easier than using detergent. I also don't buy air fresheners. I don't even remember if I bought them before, but I wanted to include them because I am a big believer in the fact that it is not good to use artificial scents in your home and in your environment. And I always choose to go with essential oils because I think they even smell better than the artificial stuff. There was also another thing I wanted to mention, which is home decor. I stopped buying home decor 1 year ago, I think, because I was really overwhelmed by the amount of things that I had to clean and that were just in random places in the house, and they didn't really have necessity and a function. However, I really see the point of putting out, for example, pictures or motivational posters or your itinerary or things like that that can really motivate you to go through the day and is beneficial that you are always seeing, but otherwise it is best to keep the decor in an apartment simple. And the next category is gonna be beauty. And the first item is makeup remover. I don't buy makeup remover anymore because I always use natural oils. They work even better, I think, to take off makeup than the makeup removers that I used before. Yeah, this is also one thing that was not influenced by minimalism. 2 or 3 years ago, I read somewhere that you can also use oils to take off your makeup, and I tried it and I was really happy with the outcome. And I also don't buy any more shampoo or body wash. I only buy, and that is very funny by the way, seeing other people's bathrooms and our bathroom, because our bathroom only has one natural soap in it. 2 natural soaps, one for washing your hand and one is for showering, but other than that we only have toothpaste and toothbrush. So that is also a fun fact. And it is also an interesting category because I was a big fan of heavily scented body washes and different kinds of shampoos, but I don't use them anymore. I just find that natural soaps work better. They don't dry your skin out as much, so you don't have to excessively moisturize your skin afterwards. And on that note, on the moisturizing front, instead of moisturizers, I use oils as well. The same oil that I use to take off my makeup. Don't think that I use olive oil or something like that, because I always use oils with neutral scents, so it's not that weird. And another thing that I was a big fan of is hair products. I don't use mousses or hairsprays or anything like that. I don't use anything on my hair, in fact, that could change its natural shape. Since I stopped using them, I think my hair is healthier and it grows faster, so I am happy with that decision as well. And for the same reason that I don't use air fresheners, I don't use perfumes either. I never really liked the scent of perfumes. When I started using them, I just got used to the scent, the strong, really chemically, I think it is chemically scented smell. But after a time, I just got tired of the fact that I was using perfumes. Now I choose not to use them anymore. And these were all beauty items, and there is one fashion item that I wanted to mention, and these are the impulse jewelry or clothing items, which are very tempting if you are used to just buying clothes or jewelry that you really like when you're going to the store. The trick is, I don't really go into clothing stores anymore, and when you are staying away from the clothing stores, you don't really notice that you would want those clothes if you see them, because the fact is that I was always craving those clothes because I just saw them. Months later, I'd realized that I didn't really need that particular item. And finally, a fun category is food. So I really have to mention that I don't buy sugar anymore, and I don't buy anything that has sugar in it anymore, and that is because I haven't eaten sugar in 1.5 or 2 years or 2.5 years, I don't remember anymore. I have other videos on that subject. I'm really happy with this change. I don't want to go into details about this anymore because, as I said, I have videos on this. And we are also minimizing eating out or buying prepared food, because when you buy prepared food, you are losing the control over what's in it. And plus, we really like cooking, and every day is an opportunity for us to cook. Yeah, and if you like cooking, it is not that hard to stay away from prepared foods. Plus, we are very careful about the fact that we are only using natural spices and herbs, so we don't use artificial flavorings anymore. And on the front of not using artificial flavors anymore, we are also not buying any juices that are not 100% fruits. Because if you are choosing to buy juice, then you should really go for the natural stuff because it will be better. So that is everything that came to my mind. I'm not saying that I thought about everything that I'm not buying that could be interesting, but I think that my philosophy could come through this video about the things that I'm not buying anymore. I hope these kinds of videos help some of you. Maybe you hear things that you haven't thought about. I hope you will have a great day, and thanks for watching.